All right. Hello. Welcome back. It's been a while, I think, since we've done a restream here. This is the AD Keydrop Boots tournament. This I should also mute that so I don't hear my voice. Okay. Yeah, this is winners bracket round 4 between uh Jesse, aka Radical Sniper 99, aka Jesse underscore RS 99, and Telethar. I'm Gilgamesh. I'm joined by Roz today. Hello.
Hello, world. Hello, everyone. Welcome to what will be a very exciting, super good rando between two amazing runners.
Yeah, it should be. Oh, and when we're going. Okay. Yep, we're really ready to start.
Off we go.
All right, Jesse wins, gets a sword in Link's house.
Sword in Link's house, $20 in Sanctuary. Ooh, Jesse's doing the strat I love doing, which is anytime you have the boots to start, just immediately book it for Saha at the very least, because it's 3 items just right off the bat.
Yeah, it's not the worst strat in the world. I've seen a lot of people employ that in this tournament.
20 arrows in Bonk Rocks, no help there.
You do still, it's not that hard to farm bombs either in this mode with starting boots because you can just, bonk the rocks outside of the Jack Fortune Teller for a couple if you need them.
Heart piece, Skullwood Small, and $20 in Saha's Closet. And 10 arrows in the Thief drop down. Very nice Divergence to start with.
Yeah, so Jesse is actually going to continue on into Eastern here. A lot of the times I've seen people do this play, it's been just Saha and then save and quit.
Mm-hmm. And then Forest Clearing is just a Heart piece. No real help there. And you're right, it is easy to farm bombs, I think, but it's never fun to.
Yeah, I mean, it is, it is a time sink. You have to go in and out of the house here, but 2 is usually enough to get you through the majority of Kakariko.
I tend to go for 3 just in case.
Yeah, 3 is definitely a little bit safer because you're not
all locations just end up completely screwing you on it.
Yeah.
First things first is we got a Thieves Town Small in the front of Eastern. GT Small Glove. Castle Tower Small. And a Heart Container in Blind's house so far. We had a Quake over on the right side of Eastern. And just a map in the back of the Blind's house.
Yeah, nothing too immediately consequential, although the Castle Tower key is interesting.
Those are great to find, but so not right now.
In this mode instead of 2. So
Skullwood Small again in Eastern. Oh, there's our Pearl in Cackwell.
Okay. That's actually fairly nice. I've seen a lot of these seeds have some pretty gnarly Pearl chains.
Heart piece and another sword. So
that's Agate Tower access.
Yep. Between the 2 runners, we got 2 swords, glove. Oh my goodness gracious me. A vanilla bow in Eastern. Oh, cripes. And before anyone...
I mean, it's nice to have. It doesn't do anything yet.
No, not at the moment. But the second you get Dark World access, that's just like, hey, why not go to pod? Because sure.
Because we have no small keys, and I don't want to go to pod, but 0 smalls is probably the answer to that question.
I know. Uncle's got some $300.
Yeah, that is nice. Humbug doesn't have the money to check the pod members, or not Humbug. Telethar. Telethar and Humbug are obviously the same person. We all know this.
Heart piece in Chicken Coop. Nothing special there. That kind of sucks. Ooh, nice tree pull for, I believe that's tier 2. Might be tier 3, unless Jesse hasn't taken damage.
2.
And we are getting a Hyrule Castle play on Jesse's part. There's only two things immediately in logic.
Right, yeah, Hyrule Castle's super awkward in
Whoa.
this mode because
holy. We got us a mirror and lamp in the back of Escape.
A nice mushroom.
And a mushroom off the blue guard. Oh.
Remember when Scottish Grave said she had her alerts turned on?
Okay, it looks like Jesse's immediately checking to see if that mushroom is worthwhile. I mean,
yeah, I like this.
And on the other side, Telethar is playing the density of Mini Moldorm. Honestly, I don't... Oh my, Castle Tower number 2. Tower.
There's no way it's just Castle Tower Dark World access. That would be insane.
That's the only thing of interest in Mini Moldorm, it seems. Other than that, it's just compasses, arrows, etc. I don't honestly dislike the plays that Jesse's got going on right now of checking the kind of out-of-the-way things that feel terrible to go do.
Mm-hmm.
I just wish there was an easier way to group those things together.
Oh, we're gonna get a Houlihan from Jesse, so he's got Zora money.
Oh, interesting.
This is actually a little bit... This is actually pretty heads up from Jesse, because... So he knows he's about that... He's got that bow. And he wants to do Zora, so this will give him enough for Zora plus have pod money as soon as he hits Dark World.
I don't know I do this this time because, like, with... I guess he wants to knock Zora out of the way, but I don't know. I feel like there are better times to do this.
I think it's okay. I mean, he's clearly cack skipping for a bit here. But I think with the route that he's been on, this is okay so far.
Heart Container and Turtle Rock Small in Waterfall Fairy. Which Telethar has water walked to doing. Nothing on Hylia Island.
Telethar has 0 money at the moment, basically. Jesse is channeling his inner ads right now. He's in Mini Moldorm Cave. Okay, there we go.
Yes.
Alright, Telethar is going to head over to the eastern area, so he'll pick up that bow as well. Yeah, it seems like Castle Tower's probably... Although, with Glove and Lamp, I mean, that's... Mirror, we have mountain access as well. I can't do a ton up there, but there's a few checks.
So between our runners, we do have access to at least Hera, but also Zora is in Logic.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Jesse doesn't know that yet, but I don't think it's going to make a difference to him.
The funny thing will be to see if Telethar does go as far as the Sophos Room Keydrop.
Yeah, he will.
For that lamp, that is absolutely in Logic.
Yeah.
It is going to feel a little bit uncomfortable for Jesse's position of trying to make the play, or decision rather, of when to go back for Castle Tower. With 2 small keys that, and the lamp, that puts, as far as the arrow guard on the table.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like, I mean, because Jesse's already been to the Hyrule Castle area, that's probably going to be towards the end of his options.
Alright. We are going to get a Zora play, and we'll get to see what the pill item is. Just $50, so feeling free to skip that. It's always a good feeling to not have to worry about the item right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Jesse does have the equipment to be able to splash to leave it if he needed to, but luckily it doesn't need to. Berna, fine.
I guess it's helpful for like Spike Cave. Okay.
Yeah, Telethar is going to get that bow.
So looks like the logic is pushing us either into Castle Tower or the mountain. Agina is still on the table.
Yeah,
you never.
This area is super awkward. Yeah, you want to like hold off if you can maybe get a book or something.
Definitely. Unless it's inverted, then all bets are off. Ooh, got a small key on Lumberjack. Now, in a Keydrop setting, that actually could be much more important than one lets on. Good example is we need at least 2 Skullwood Smalls to make it to the back. We need 2 Skullwoods, or not Skull, Thieves Towns to make it to the end as well. We need 4 Swamp Smalls to make it to Argus, if I'm not mistaken. That is including Specky.
Yes. Yep. 5 TR smalls to get to Trinex. So yeah, there's a lot.
There are a lot of small keys that can be a total wrench in the routing.
We need an Eastern small to be able to beat Eastern. Right,
honestly,
take this mirror up the mountain.
In hindsight, I don't know how excited oh my, there's a firewad from the old man rescue. Jesse's clearing up Blind's house at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, Fire Rod again, it's nice, but it doesn't do anything yet.
It puts the back of Skullwoods on the table as soon as you gain Dark World access is the thing.
Right.
And that's one of the questions that you have to kind of ask yourself is when you're going to loop that in.
There's a big key up here on... This is going to be like Easter Big, right? Something stupid. No, Ice Big.
Oh, Ice Palace Big. But I do always see a big key after I dive a dungeon and be like, don't be the big key for the dungeon I was just in. Be any big key other than that. And then you see it and it's like, no, why? Why would you do this? Go what's small in Hera basement, or not basement, but the front basement area. It's all the same floor, really. Thanks for the map. Bottle Merchant had a Castle Tower small. That's 3 between the runners. Oh my. They're 1 short.
That's crazy. I mean, now you like really want to do everything you can before going there.
Yeah. So where do you go in this instance? Do you go for Agina before the Castle Tower at this point?
I would, yeah. With 3 Castle Tower smalls, I would want to make sure.
Make sure, yeah.
Especially with Pearl and like having that bow and everything, like there's actually a decent amount we can do in the Dark World. So yeah, I'd want to be sure.
And I do appreciate the Telethar save to do the Floodgate and Drowned item until like now, and then he's probably going to loop in Agina at this time, as opposed to doing the Floodgate over to Mini Moldorm.
Mm-hmm.
Did Telethar do the library and maze race check?
I am not sure.
Part of me feels like he didn't. Especially because it's a big key. Okay, just Swamp Pig.
Okay.
So no, he absolutely did not.
I've seen some people hold off on those and just kind of do them with Dark World, like digging game and whatnot.
Which is nice to do, but you really want to have like the mirror if you're going to do that. Granted that you do have the mirror, but...
Right, and that's probably what's pushing Telethar to maybe make that decision, is having that mirror.
It doesn't ever feel comfortable of being like, I was up there at Waterfall Ferry, and now I don't have that.
So here's the real awkward part for Telethar, is he's going to be heading into Castle Tower here with only 2 of those small keys. If there is something in the last check...
Yeah, that part's gonna suck.
Yeah. Because this could very well just be like, oh, our second club is in Castle Tower or something like that.
And Jesse is absolutely making the mountain play before going Castle Tower again. With the lamp in play, Dark Cross is a thing. I'm actually surprised that neither of the runners did Dark Cross the first time. Well, Telethar is, but I'm surprised Jesse didn't.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised at that too, actually.
Especially because there's our 4th one.
I mean, Jesse will be able to very easily check that before going into Egg Tower.
Oh my goodness.
That's wild. Okay, so now here's the other downside for Telethar, is he really needs to go back to Bottle Vendor before he just, like... See, he's still going to get bit, right? Because he's going to be able to get all the items in Castle Tower, but he's not going to be able to clear it.
Exactly. Oh no, he is going for Castle Tower now. Oh no,
yeah,
never mind. He's going for the back.
He's going to do these 2 checks first, but I mean, it makes sense to do Castle Tower while you're here. I would be surprised if he didn't. Well, maybe there's a 5th Castle Tower small up here somewhere. So yeah, Jesse's gonna win on efficiency here.
And he is going to make the play for Agina first. Makes sense. With the knowledge that he has, I absolutely understand it.
Yeah, no, like we were saying, you want to be sure when you're 3 Castle Tower smalls, and you've already been to the Hyrule area, you want to make sure that you're giving yourself every opportunity to find that last one, just in case.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I agree with checking the ledge item, though, because with no access to that particular item, I feel like, again, there are better times to do it.
Yeah, the knowledge doesn't hurt, but I agree. Like, right now, you're probably not going to do a whole lot with that info. Then again, with boots, you know, it's not a huge time sink.
That is true.
Telethar hoping so badly this is Castle Tower 4. Nice.
Yeah.
Right, so the good news for Telethar is that he didn't find anything else to drag him away from where he needs to go, but he's going to find that Castle Tower for short. He's going to do Agina first, and then he's going to go back to Bottle Vendor and then Groan.
He's already done Agina, at least.
Oh, he's doing the mushroom.
Because he looped that in with
mistaken.
Floodgate checks. He's going to do bottle or mushroom turn in. probably to Zora, and then pretty much last locate on Bottle Merchant.
Mm-hmm. And that's the danger of starting CAC is
yeah,
find the money. All right, Jesse, thrilled to see that for the Castle Tower small.
I will be interested in seeing if Telethar's going to check what Zora is and then scum the money if he has no interest in Berna.
I think he would keep the Berna at this point, just because he's a hammer away from having Spike Cave access.
True enough. Looks like he does keep the Berna. So this is the part where he loops in checking Maze Race to Library to Bottle Merchant. That is a touch unfortunate. Man, how often do you get this? A 4-key Castle Tower start to 80 Keydrop.
I have never seen this.
God, you just always hope you can get it, but then it never happens. He's heaving a sigh of relief, I think, that isn't the Eastern big, at least.
For sure, yeah, but again, he's still not going to be particularly happy with this small key once he gets it.
Once he gets the small key, yeah, he's going to be kind of like, oh, God damn it. All right. And off goes Telethar, hot on Jesse's tail. Which means they're about roughly 4 minutes apart. I do appreciate that Aga 1 was modded for this tournament to have 0 blue balls.
I have said this in every seed that I've played recently. If it's AD, it should automatically be 0 blue balls. There's no skill in this fight. Like, there's nothing. It's just slow.
I am at least happy that this fight is seeded. Or Link to the Past, at the very least. Can't say the same for SMZ3. Which races have been decided by that, and it feels absolutely freaking miserable.
Yeah, that sucks.
And just a $20 bill on the pyramid. Nothing special there. So with a single pod small, do you make the play to pod?
I think I went to Catfish first. Yeah, that was just looks like what Jesse's doing. But I mean, you really don't have another choice of pod at this point.
Because yeah, like you're right. You got 2 options of pod or catfish. It's the question of the bow plus a small key. Do you gamble on the catfish first or the pod first? Density over first. Memes, rather.
Because, like, especially because just straight on the Zora area, you're really never going to have a better opportunity to do catfish. So unless you're just going to ignore it forever, which I don't think is a great idea in this mode, unless you're Gamashu, I would probably
Thieves sound big. I am curious as to... Oh, the big key, or the small key, rather. The small key on Lumberjack.
Oh, yeah, okay, that could be, yeah, that's another pod small that would be real nice to have here.
It all depends on what kind of small key it is. If it's like an Eastern small key, maybe. Although neither check is in logic without 2. We are going to get a Swamp Small. That's 1 of 6.
Alright, so yeah, Jesse's just going to go ahead and go over to pod now. One small key, so not a ton is in logic here, but there's, like 5 checks, I think. Let's see, what's going to be in here? It's going to be... This is going to be hook shot.
A hammer gets access to both Paradox and Southern Dark World. Hookshot,
Yeah, hookshot
is just...
would give us everything.
Actually, Hookshot's the same thing.
Yeah. Hookshot would give us West Dark World. Yeah, all of Dark World plus the mountain.
Just a long way, which would be just the worst. And before a book for desert access.
Yes. You don't get desert access until you have like 3 small keys that force you to go into the back.
Right. You get at least, with the glove, you get access to the first drop in the back of it, plus the bonk item on the torch and the main chest. So there's 3 things that you can do at least. And just a heart piece in the first one. Are you the type who makes the most use of pod smalls, or do you just open the front?
I just open the front. It's too slow to try to play games with the pod smalls.
Mm-hmm. If pod is your last dungeon, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
50 bucks in the hit chest. Nothing special in the arrow chest. So we are looking at left side for... Not left side, right side.
Something's gotta be here.
Jesse was walking to the left, so I was thinking left. Oh, and just like that, Telethar is caught up to Jesse.
Yeah, Telethar has not done catfish though. Hook shot, there it is.
Yep.
So now you have to decide, do you want to go to West Dark World or do you want to go to the mountain? It's like just
this is actually going to be really... Oh. Telethar is... Okay, he's going to save and quit in Dark World. The benefit for Telethar is he's going to be able to loop in Catfish with hookshotting across and then mirroring right in front of the Lumberjack.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll get a little more efficiency out of that.
Very easily can close the distance in this regard. But he is skipping Catfish. That's going to hurt.
Yeah, that's a pretty hard orphan for Telethar. He doesn't really have much of an opportunity to go back there. I mean, he can always, obviously save and quit the pyramid and do it, but
the only time to do it from that point would be once you are doing Pyramid Fairy and at this point not knowing which crystals are which, as well as the fact that the 2 reds could be extremely deep into the seed. You don't exactly I don't feel good about it.
Yeah, it's awkward too because I mean, obviously they're both heading in the direction of Thieves Town now. Jesse's gonna be able to head in the back there, pick up a couple more checks that Telethar not gonna be able to.
We got us some Iron Small and Graveyard Ledge.
Meh. I mean, you need a couple of those, but meh. Alright, anything? Small key up on Bumper Ledge.
We are hitting the half-hour mark here into our race to give you guys a little reminder to give our runners Jesse, aka Radical Sniper 99, and Telethar a follow. Two amazingly great runners who have built an extensive rando career in being very good at the game.
Yeah, they're alright.
They're okay, I guess.
Yeah.
Likewise, if you're not following the channel of Scottish Brave 44, why?
Yeah, do that. I bet she doesn't have a command for that in the chat. Alright, so yeah, I'm just gonna go beat this dungeon. Have plenty of small keys.
Mm-hmm. It is worth noting that Mothala is not in Logic without, I believe it's 5 small keys. It might just be 4.
I think it is
1,
all
2,
5.
3.
There are 5 small keys
4,
for
5.
the dungeon.
Yep,
I think
it
you
is
do need all
5.
5.
That feel when you can just count key doors in your head. I've been playing this game too long.
Oh,
Ooh, we got some book on the left side. That's gonna be a ped check.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's convenient.
Sometimes knowing that makes all of the difference in the world. Especially when you're a single small key short for being able to finish a dungeon.
Mm-hmm. Blue mail, sure. Take that.
This is especially while you're able to finish GT in non-Keydrop settings with one small key, you need to have both ascending the tower.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, there are 6 small
8
keys in GT. 8 small keys. I was thinking of
Bombos.
TR. Bombos off the Gibdo.
That's Firelocked Fire, right? That's the name.
Yeah. Cute, isn't it? But it's wrong. And down goes Mothra with just $20 to show for it. Got us our first crystal here at the 33-minute mark. Telethar is not far behind.
Uh-huh. Yeah, Telethar is making up some good time. Alright, time for Scottish Braves for a check.
There you go, memesters. What do we got?
Nothing.
Rupees, couch cash.
Alright, so here's where we'll get to see some more divergence here, because Jesse's has the capability to go a little bit deeper into the East Town than Telethar does.
Jesse's going to be able to make it to the spike crystal room, and basically no further than that. Well, that's not entirely true, because if you can get to the spike crystal room, logically you can go get blind cell.
Yep. I have seen stuff be in there before in Logic, but I probably would. I condone being very thorough in this mood. But it is a long trip.
I think it's actually smart to check the outsides here before doing the inside. Because if you can get lucky and get a second small key, you can at least get as far as the attic. You don't have the third small key to do the big chest. You don't have the hammer to finish it anyway. I love that Telethar remains nipping at Jesse's heels.
Yeah,
despite all of the extra things that Jesse is doing. Oh, we got us a third sword.
And Telethar hasn't done catfish as well, so yeah, there's been some stuff that Telethar will potentially have to go. Well, I mean, definitely have to go back for. He's going to have to do catfish. There's no way around that. Desert small.
Oh no.
Okay. That pot small. I'm not interested in that right now. I'm not going back to pot with one extra small key. Alright, let's see if there's anything in the back here. Possible 3 checks for Jesse if he wants to continue this. A small, not really that spicy. I've definitely seen important stuff. 1 key locked in the back of Fuse Town in this mode before. TR small, I mean, yes, we need it, but not immediately useful. I'm a big fan of Jesse playing super thorough here so far.
Yeah. I mean, so here we go. What is this?
All right, nothing. But you know that you know.
Like, I can picture how I would feel in this situation, and I would be kind of like feeling really lame and dumb for doing it, because at this point I would not want to go back there until I have all 3 small keys.
I would probably try to hold off a little bit, but like if I'm in the area with the second small and I can beat it, I'm gonna beat it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna go out of my way for it, but if I'm nearby, I think it makes sense to just do it. We can also, you know, dip into swamp. No, we can't. We don't have flippers. Just kidding.
Yeah. I believe Jesse's realizing that I accidentally skipped over.
Oh, he did do Sick Kid. Yeah.
But no help there. Hep Cave gave us a third pod small.
3.
Another TR small.
Eastern
big.
Oh,
They're
there's
the
flip.
flippers.
Okay, now we can do swamp.
Okay, then.
I am probably dipping swamp here.
Yeah, at this point, with Telethar absolutely does, because between Bombo's tablet and the... Let's see here. We got the front chest, bomb wall, and then the first Keydrop. Technically, without the hammer, you can get as far as the second Keydrop. He has the big key for swamp as well. U-room, and then the last...
We need one more small key to get any farther than the first pod, because there's another key locked door there.
Oh, that's right.
And then, yeah, you just basically route this over into desert. And end your route there before going up the mountain. Okay, well,
no real help. I am actually surprised that neither of our runners decided to check the mountain as of yet.
I think you
that
want
is
to hold off.
7 things that you can just get. Like 8,
It is,
actually.
but now if we... Oh, that was interesting. If we get missed, then you can clear a lot more on the mountain, so I think it makes sense to wait on that when you can do all this Dark World, Overworld stuff.
I suppose. The trouble is that, like, if the mountain had given even one more Thieves Town small, that could have spelled another dungeon done right there.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, that's
couple more
just kind of the
swamp smalls.
nature of this mode, though, right? It's just a matter of ordering in a lot of cases.
Visions of cross keys. You did the great things to do. You just did it in the wrong order. Oh, look, another swamp small. I just ate my words, didn't I?
So that swamp small gets us one more logical check.
There's a second Thieves Town small on
Yeah,
Bombo's
again, I don't think Jesse's going back there.
Not anytime soon, no. Not without the third and the hammer, I think. TR Big is the first check in the back.
That's not that exciting. Alright, and another big key. This one is to Mire. Alright, well, neither of those are useful at the current moment.
We got us. Now we're heading up the mountain. Okay.
Yep. This makes sense. Yeah, I'm just gonna head over east of the mountain. Yeah, we have the option to beat Hera here if you want, but I don't think you really want to do that right now.
Yeah, I guess not. You can see what the reward for Hera is. Getting back into Hera isn't too bad, honestly.
Yeah, you just don't want to, like, make yourself triple dip the dungeon.
That is true.
Accidentally. Oh, there's the hammer. They're pod small. So that's 4 now. And Samaria. Hmm. Where are these myths? Because that's gonna give us TR access, which is now kind of interesting.
This is at least not nearly as bad access to Swamp with another small key. It's the access to the back of Pod as well.
Yeah, I don't think either player is going back into Swamp until they have at least 4 smalls, so I would expect Pod to be the next play here.
Yeah, that does feel like a smarter of the plays to make. But again, it's all a matter of what does the game want you to do.
This desert
Second desert small. Ugh.
Alright, so in this case, it seems like going up the mountain first probably would have been better.
As one has mentioned before, it's sometimes there will be a last location of something crucial. Also, this is one of our crystals. It all depends on what specifically you end up last locating. GT small. Both of our runners are opting to do the exact same thing of beating Hera out of logic.
Yeah, slightly different order. Jesse's doing it before East Death Mountain, Telethar afterwards. Oh, that's true. Yeah, the book was in the Dark World loop, so yeah. Nice. Telethar gonna do Spike Cave. So this Telethar has Orphaned Spiral here. And I mean, Jesse's gonna Orphan one or the other as well, just because of how the mountain needed to be routed.
Oh, wow. Oh, no.
Back up the mountain.
That sucks to find without the means to get out, because you have to do exactly that maneuver of save quit, start at the pyramids, mirror, save quit again.
Alright, well this gives Telethar an out to check Spiral now, which is nice.
A lot of these plays that Telethar has made where ended up skipping something and was able to group something else with it later on, it's been a very forgiving ordering, I think.
Yeah, it's not really, in a lot of cases, I know we say skipping, but skipping is not necessarily the right word. It's more like delaying until you have a better reason to go there. I mean, the one thing is, I don't think Catfish there's ever going to be a better, that's like the one that's going to hurt Telethar the most.
Yeah, the only time, like I mentioned before, the only time that's going to be grouped in with anything is if and when he does Pyramid Fairy. I don't know if he did talk to... excuse me, I don't know if he did talk to the bomb shop merchant.
I don't think so. Alright, we do have TR access. We kind of wish we had one more small key here. Oh, interesting that Telthar's going to go into here first before doing Hookshot and Super Bunny.
It's a pendant, so... I do... With Fire Rod and 2 small keys, you can at least make it to...
you can only go to Change
Big
House with the small
Chest
keys.
and Mimic Cave.
Yeah. You can only go to Change House with 2.
So there are 5 things that you could just do with 2 small keys.
No, there's only 2. there's 2 doors here, so it's 1, 2, and then that's it.
Oh yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting that there's like it's a 1-2 punch. Chain chomp is as far as you can go.
Another Meyer small. Jesse gets his mitts. Interesting that Jesse's not heading straight back up the mountain now. Is this gonna be an Ice Palace play?
Looks like it, because Samaria, big key plus 2 small keys. That's a lot you can just do. Full clear.
You can full clear Ice Palace there. It's slower, but you can certainly do it. With only 2 small keys, Ice Tea becomes prohibitively slow.
Yeah, that's true.
Desert
I would like to point out that we have all 4 Hyrule Castle small keys at this point. That frickin' berry feels
that's interesting too. I
ever.
don't know when you go back to Hyrule Castle.
Same time you're doing Pyramid Fairy, I think. Ooh, there's 1 of these. Actually, no, that's 2 between, or just Telethar. Oh wait, I'm looking at the wrong one. I'm looking at GT small.
So Telethar once told me that to route Ice Palace with only 2 small keys in this mode, you are supposed to Icebreaker over to the U room, then backtrack back up through Big E, and then do Ice Palace bomb jump route. We'll see if that's how Jesse does this or not. Looks like no.
Unless he's going to... Actually, yeah. With only 2 small keys, yes, this is the better choice to make. If you had a 3rd small key, I think doing this faster, or this and then mirroring out, might have been a better choice.
Oh, nice.
There's a flute. Holy cow.
That's a beatable Meyer.
Okay, so that is indeed what he is doing. Neglecting to mention that Telethar ended up finding the 4th sword in Super Bunny.
Telthar's gonna go for Pod here. I mean, he can beat Eastern as well.
Yes.
I'm a little... Oh, Telthar only has 1 Ice Small. Okay. I didn't realize he didn't have the 2nd one. That explains why.
Jesse's being rewarded for being thorough, that's for sure.
Hmm. Second Ice might have been Thieves Town? Yeah, I'm trying to think of the places that Jesse has checked that Telethar hasn't. Catfish was Thieves Town big. And yeah, so it had to have been a Thieves Town.
And I suppose the strat boils down to whichever strat you're more comfortable doing. If you're not very comfortable doing the Ice Palace bomb jump...
Ice Palace, small key, vanilla.
Well, never mind then. Having flipped the switch, at this point, you just go straight down to iced tea.
be interesting to see what Jesse decides to do after this. Meyer will be beatable for him, but it's not a great option with only one small key because he can't get everything in there.
He has to come into Ice Palace is the thing. Skullwood's big. That's never any fun finding, no matter what.
Yeah, especially when we've already full cleared Skullwoods. Okay, there's a third TR small, so that's good for Jesse. Once he decides to go up the mountain, he'll be able to continue all the way to the big chest.
It's a fourth small for Jesse.
Oh, it is a fourth. Oh, interesting. That's Laser Bridge. There's a Meyer small. So Telethar's on 3 Meyer smalls now. Also, just to quickly look ahead here in the bracket, so I mentioned earlier, this is winner's bracket, round 4. So the winner of this match will go on to play Gem in the next round, and the loser of this match will go on to play Airy in the lower bracket, so good luck.
Pick your poison.
Yeah.
That was that another desert small? And then a red pendant.
Yeah. Third desert small.
It definitely feels good getting pendants out of the way before going into GT, I think. Because your crystal dungeons have to be finished before GT's entry.
Not just finished, but fully in logic. Alright, so
I think it would change this mode drastically if GT was a 0 crystal access. Because then it would be a matter of, one, you of course need the mitts in order to reach, but as soon as you are able to reach it, depending on the keys that you have, there might be a multiple dip play required for GT. Now granted, a lot of people might not really enjoy that. It would certainly change routing choices. Speaking of which, Armos Knights have one of the GT small keys.
Alright, let's see. This is... Oh, is Jesse just going to finish Thieves Town now?
I finished Thieves Town and loop in the Smith Chain.
No.
I don't believe Jess... Wait, did Jesse do the Swamp Palace plays?
Yes. Yeah,
okay.
Right in there with Telethar. I think holding off on these makes some sense to see if you can get that third small key before going in there. Alright, Telethar doing Catfish now, so this will get him that Thieves Town bag. Which will get him his Ice Small if he goes in there, which will get him the Ice Palace to get that flute.
Yeah. Having few key options at this point.
Hair small.
Hair small and hammer pegs.
And there's another GT small. Alright. Is Telethar gonna skip the berry? I don't think so. I think he's gonna... I mean, like I said, I think he's gonna route it the way that I mentioned earlier, unless he has changed his opinions. Oh, this is Thieves Town. Yeah. He's gonna do Thieves first. Skullwood Small. We don't need those anymore.
Well, Telethar is at least going to finish Thieves Town from this point of view. I mean, you certainly don't want to come in here and then, I guess, you absolutely don't want to come in here a third time.
No, you know, Telethar simply gonna finish this. He's just gonna leave the big chest. There's Ether, so we can definitely get into Mire. Alright.
Unfortunately, one small key is only going to get us as far as the crystal room.
Yeah, I mean, you can still beat the dungeon, but you are going to miss a handful of checks with only one small.
Specifically 2.
Swamp 3. I guess Jesse could go back into Desert as well for a couple more checks if you wanted.
Ooh, we got us an ice rod in the Thieves Town attic.
Alright, that's not too bad. It's on the way.
I think at this point you don't really care what the maps tell you anymore.
No, I don't even pick up maps in this mode, honestly. I don't think it's worth the time.
I am generally interested in which dungeons are going to be my crystals, because knowing which dungeons are crystals, which ones are pendants, you can decide which to rush the bosses faster, which to expect to have to search for keys. Because, of course, the play is to just rush GT and then, you know, find whatever your go mode is in there.
I think you're just naturally going to get that information over time. In most cases.
Especially in an AD mode, you never want to have to search GT more than you need to. That's a 10-minute dive right there.
You skip the left side 3 checks. In Mire, probably. Honestly, yeah, Mike, I think I would. I think I would just do Fishbone for my switch, but that's not the way that Jesse is going to play this, so. Alright, Blind has a Skullwood Small, don't care about that.
No real help. So, like, knowing that...
Oh, right, he can still do Fishbone with the big key, yes.
Ooh, there's our GT big in Mire big. They're in keychains.
Yeah, this is the long way, but you can wrap all the way around from here.
Yeah. In which, like, Fishbone Room never feels good to do. Not in this mode, anyway.
It feels a little bit better when you can just do it after, like, cutscene chest, but yeah, it's still not great.
Or I was gonna say spike chest.
But you get to hit the switch here. No, Jesse, hit the switch!
Oh.
Wow. Massive time loss.
4th time, Swamp Small. Massive time loss? What?
I mean, not massive, but if you hit the switch there, you don't have to hit it in the first room of the basement.
Well, I suppose, but if Spooky is set up, it's not that much of anything. Oh, we got our 5th hot small. And Telethar is finally making the play to ice, it seems.
It has that second small key. Alright, let's pay attention how Telethar routes this. This is very important. See, look, Jesse missed the first spooky spot. The spooky shot. Go to save time.
That's true enough. I mean, I guess you got me there. Fair NMG strat.
So Telthar's plan route here is about to get ruined by this small key. Yeah, so he normally does this. So because he's planning on coming back up.
Got it.
So basically you go to this chest, so you never have to open this particular door. You can save a key. And then you just backtrack on the way back up. But he's gonna get the key here, so
he's
it makes
gonna
it a
get the
little
key.
awkward.
He's gonna be angry, and he's gonna do what the other chests. He's gonna.
He's still gonna. I think he's
continue
gonna
along
continue
anyway.
His route anyway, because yeah, he wants to get the berry. So. Where Desert Palace Big Key? I think that was in TR. Or somewhere on the mountain. It's just he has not gone up the mountain yet.
Hasn't done Dark Death Mountain at least.
Yeah, all right, yeah, the Mitz Mountain checks, I should say. Oh, looks like we got ads again. Silly people trying to make money off of streaming. Oh no. Jesse's about to open right side. What a maniac. Oh, he's got all 4 smalls. Never mind. This isn't a maniac at all. I thought he only had 30.
I think he found one of the smalls in the back.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because he went in with 3.
Alright, Telethar cheating here to avoid doing the bomb jump. And then this is going to be, I guess, Swamp for Jesse. It's got 4 smalls, so you can... I mean, you can theoretically do everything if you bomb Spooky. Hey, those bombs. Now Telethar can go do the bomb jump.
That's the 5th TR small for Telethar, so in theory, he can go back and finish it, which honestly does not feel like a bad idea. If you're looking for, like...
I don't know. I don't think you do that until you consider
pod big.
Being close to GT access. Also nice silvers.
Where was the GT big key? Magic Bat?
It was in Meyer.
Meyer big. That's right.
Alright, we see some bomb spooky here. Is Jesse just gonna go to the back? Okay, there's the third Thieves Town spell for Jesse, so that could potentially be very good for him, depending on what's in the big chest. Oh, a smoking stench. Well, I guess we
okay.
left side anyway. Ice done for Telethar. Telethar will almost certainly go to Meyer next.
Another
It'll be
ice
interesting
small.
to see, because Telethar can finish Meyer and get every single check in there with the 3 small keys.
Mm-hmm. Much more efficient routing, too.
Mm-hmm.
You just run straight to the left, do it all, sweep, and do the right side, loop, or the fishbone. GT small and
GT small and
2 GT smalls, left side swamp.
Ice small. Alright, not too much in swamp. Pod. Okay, well now we'll know if Pod is the last crystal or not.
Did I say why? Oh well, it's fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. We want to hang on to those 30 silvers just in case we need them, you know?
Another TR small.
So that's TR6 between the 2 runners. I expect we'll see Jesse do a quick check to see if he's got both his red crystals. No. Okay, and then probably just go clear out these now. Ah, look at Telethar hitting the switch there. Pro plays.
It is going to save on the need for one spooky shot.
Mm-hmm. It saves like a second. Alright, so these 10 big chests is going to be a potential big hit here for Jesse if there's something in there.
Because between our two runners, we are missing just the pod big, yeah. And based on what we know here, I'm only counting 6 crystals.
Yeah, we don't know if pod or desert is the last crystal yet.
Yeah.
Although Jesse has the pod map, so as soon as he opts to check that one out.
With any luck, pod
He'll probably
is
do it
the
after
last
he's down.
crystal.
Yeah, I mean you want desert to be the pendant, just so you don't have to hunt GT for the pod big.
Yeah.
Alright, is Meyer down for Telethar. Telethar will hit up Swamp next.
He's definitely going to be able to loop desert in with it, which always feels good. Being able to string dungeons together in an all dungeon setting, that's so great.
$20, not too exciting, so nothing for Telethar to worry about there.
At the risk of sounding terrible, did you guys know that blind is a scripted fight?
I've heard that before. So, I mean, Jesse probably just goes up the mountain now. I don't see any other great options for him.
At this point,
we'll be able to beat TR.
Really. He's got pretty much everything he needs to full clear TR. He's missing the desert big. He's missing the pod big.
That's really... He also needs an Eastern small, but I mean, the desert big and an Eastern small were both up here, because Telethar got those. Oh,
Hera big. Ugh.
But it is, and this is last crystal too, so pod's big to be anywhere.
GT might very well be required. We don't know because we haven't seen the second half of TR. With any luck. I swear, every time I'm like a single key short on something, I always like gasp in delight, but then I see that it's the wrong one. It's like, oh, you ruined it. And if I remember correctly, there was a small key on top of Bumper Cave.
Yes.
As far as small keys go, Which ones can actually hurt us at this point?
I mean, it really
The
depends.
Eastern-
Like, if Pod Big is in Lava Chest, then, you know, we can
Yeah.
meet at TR6. Oh, no, we already have Mill World at 16, so yeah, Eastern Small, it's really kind of it at this point.
Yeah.
I guess technically
I
still
think
GT
so.
Smalls.
Eastern Small and GT Small. Those are the only two with small keys that could actually be damaging at this point.
Where nobody has been back to yet is
Hera?
Hyrule Castle.
That is also true.
We have all 4 Hyrule Castle small keys.
Yeah. So it's not like the small key that's outside the wing could be... Like, it's not likely that it's going to be Hyrule Castle small at this point.
No, it's not, but I'm just saying, like, that our Pod Big could be there.
That is true. That is true. I'm always apprehensive about, like, based on what small keys remain, as well as which dungeons have things that are hard locked behind the remaining small keys, like Eastern or Desert, Pod. In this case, not Desert, but you get the idea.
Yeah.
It's always good to keep like that in mind.
Trying to look and see where we're at right now. So Telethar is going to be in GT mode shortly. I think we basically see Telethar finish Swamp, go beat TR, and then headed to GT. Whereas Jesse has to leave the mountain, beat Desert, Eastern, and then come back again. So
the plus side is Jesse can come out of TR, mirror in front of Super Bunny / Paradox, flute to finish. I guess you could finish both Desert and Eastern. While not going into the Dark World just to maintain the portal.
Yeah, I don't know that that's worth it. Or maybe, maybe he just finds the Pod Big on the way here.
Because, I mean, Jesse still has to do Desert Big at the very least. In addition to finishing Desert.
Right. There's TR6 for Telethar. So Telethar will also have the added benefit of being able to check Lava Chest, which Jesse does not.
Mm-hmm.
Although Telethar skipped left side swamp, I could see Telethar skipping this stuff anyway. Honestly, he's clearly playing for GT right now. How far ahead is Telethar?
Telethar has both Eastern and Desert finished.
Yeah,
compared to Jesse.
Pod Big is in. If we assume Pod Big's in GT, Telethar's are probably a couple minutes ahead right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if Pod Big keys on TED, then we have a problem because the hint text does not match what's on pedestal.
Yeah. That would be one of those instances where it's like, excuse me, Telethar, the generation of the seed is broken.
Oh god, we switched music.
And Telethar is opting to skip Lava Chest and Pokey for now.
Yeah, I'm not super surprised at that.
And so far, so nothing on Laser Bridge.
Nope. So our hopes are going to be in GT.
GT,
Yeah, the problem is
possibly Hyrule Castle.
Yeah, that's the thing is, like, I don't think Jesse has a great out here right now, unless he does decide to check the Hyrule Castle stuff before going to GT.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We do
Hera
also have
Basement
Hera
is
Basement.
a possibility. So is the Hera Big Chest.
Which, between our two runners, only one of them has the big key.
Mm-hmm. Okay, interesting. So Telethar's doing Lava Chest now. I guess this is actually probably faster because you can just mirror.
Meyer Small. Lame. So it looks like Jesse is opting not to have the portal live.
Yeah,
which is
I don't
alright.
think it saves enough time, honestly.
He's gambling on the boss having the remaining item, which
Yeah,
is
I mean,
the
if you're
smarter
one away
play.
from go mode, yeah, you get the boss first.
As far as other items that are still available, well, not available at the moment, but could be potential gotchas, do also include the shovel spot.
Yep, wherever the shovel is.
So based on what is left, we have... There's nothing on the left side swamp for access to GT. There's nothing in...
Well, not access
left
to
side
GT, but there
mire.
were 2 GT smalls, which...
Right,
again,
I'm referring to access to GT.
Yeah, sure.
I'm sussing out based off of what is left in play and what has to be received before access to Ganon's Tower, which means that the small key that's over on Bumper Cave
probably eastern.
actually could very well be the second eastern small.
Yeah, could also be actually
The last. It
that's...
doesn't need to be the last pod small. It does need to be the...
I think it has to be that. Well, eastern small has to be somewhere.
Skullwoods. Wait, no, it's not the Skullwoods 5th.
Yeah, Jesse has 5 Skullwood smalls.
Kind of like Sting chameleoning my eyes between the
I know,
two
going
runners.
back and forth, right? Still no cape. That's true. I mean, cape could just be in Hera, one of the Hera chests or something like that for the small key on Bumper Ledge.
Cape could be in Hera. Cape could be in Hyrule Castle.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we are heading to GT. Telethar does only have 4 smalls here, so it has to be a little
conservative,
selective about what he checks.
Oh, wait. Both runners have 7 crystals between them. Pyramid Fairy is still on the table.
Yeah, that's true.
The Saha Green Pendant Turn-In. I do believe that is also available.
Yep, yours fully in logic. Oh.
No.
Oh, that's a big key.
All things key sanity.
We actually don't know what the other 5/6 is. Nobody knows for sure. We just know that we have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Telethar needs to skip the map chest here. And we'll also not be able to do right side. Oh, pod 6, not the pod key we're looking for.
It's going to come down to this, I think. Depending on its location, whether it is...
Oh, there's that shuttle.
Oh my.
Meyer small. Hyrule Castle small.
Oh no.
Yeah, I mean, Jesse still has an opportunity here if this big key is like on right side GT or something.
Even in Firebar chest.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the cape.
There's the cape on Saha.
The cape.
I don't think you go for that small key at this point, though. Like, you know it can't be anything valuable, so... Alright, a couple more checks, and then Telethar can do Hope Room and
And then it's the climb.
Room. Yeah. Nope, not there. And so Telethar's problem now is Telethar has a lot on the table that has just been left.
Telethar has skipped an exorbitant amount. The cleanup could be devastating is the issue. Between left side Meyer for 2 remaining GT smalls.
Yeah, I mean, he's got
Thieves Town Big Chest.
Thieves Town Big Chests. He's got Swamp stuff. He's got Meyer stuff. There's a ton.
Oh, it's not Meyer's left side that has 2 GT smalls. I'm thinking of Swamp. Swamp's left side has 2.
Alright, so Jesse wants to see this big key on the right side. Telethar wants to see the big key on the climb.
At the very least, we're not going to find any crystal dungeons small keys other than Meyer.
Right. You could find 1 Meyer small.
We already found the last pod small.
Small key to ice.
There's the last ice.
And, alright, not right side, so
Nothing
Telethar
there.
bailed out from those.
Nope. So we got 1 more that Telethar did skip. All right, here we go. 5 things left.
Nice map. All right, not in the map chest. There it is.
There
was
it
just
is.
on the climb. All right. So that's Telthar's game.
Bailed out. Daddy's got to be heaving a sigh of relief.
Just skip
at
everything.
the sight of that.
Easy. Yeah, it was good play from both players. That just, none of the Jesse's thoroughness ended up not paying off for him.
Mm-hmm. It's not necessarily a good feeling, but it is at least a little bit of... It is a small semblance to see that it boiled down to merely a coin flip of where the key was placed. Because if it had been anywhere else that he checked where Telethar didn't, it would have completely swung in the opposite direction.
Yep, there's
one
a lot
singular
of places where that key could have been that would have given Jesse the lead here.
Mm-hmm. That is correct. Jesse will go on to fight Aerie, lest in the next 4 minutes something catastrophic happens to Telethar.
It's gonna be a pretty good time for one of these seeds. This was a pretty nice one overall. And that's going to do it for our last dungeon. Plus a
approximately 2-minute Ganon fight. Looking at about 141 XX.
Yeah, probably. I mean, this is a very fast Ganon fight. We just need to save and quit to the pyramid. I mean, Silver's gold sword Ganon fight is like a minute 15, depending on warps, which are 0 in this mode. So. Also, yeah, Ari pointing out there that Helma had a GT small.
Gotta love the logic of go into GT so you can get the big key and go finish pod so you can come back and finish GT. Where's your honest run in that sense?
Yeah, right?
That's the mode to play.
Oh, nice triple there. Dang.
And get your GGs in chat for our winner tonight. Winner bracket, match 4.
Just as Jesse hits go mode there.
With an official time of 1 hour, 40 minutes, and 57 seconds. GG's to Telethar. Nice triple. Is this faster? To mirror flute to 5, go Dark World again?
I'm pretty sure it is.
It does feel like it is. Because
You're
it's...
seeing a couple screen transitions and
yeah,
likelihood of dashing.
an entire screen traversal. 4 transitions, yeah. It's faster to go from the pyramid.
Oh,
or
okay. Well,
okay.
Today I learned. Interesting. Jesse just finishing up pot here. Where are all these GT keys? Telethar, they're on the left sides. Yeah, what a mistake. Imagine doing
Evidently it wasn't.
It's huge. You waste your time doing left side swamp, then you waste your time doing more checks in GT. So yeah. Why would you ever do left side swamp?
And there's our last pendant for Jesse. Welcome on in. Good fight. Good, sir.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, what a mistake, left side swamp.
Yeah, imagine, why would you ever do left side swamp? It's just a huge waste of time.
I felt so bad in the early game.
Yeah, we figured.
That castle tower small? Yeah.
That castle tower small was pretty brutal.
I'm not positive, but I feel like Jesse probably started with Uncle and had the 300.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, Jesse started by going
he started
to
Eastern,
Saha and Eastern.
He delayed CAC for a very long time. Because he did Saha Eastern, he did South Shore stuff and everything, and to Hyrule Castle before going to CAC.
He also ran straight for Catfish when gaining access to the Dark World, so he had the Thieves Town big early on.
Yeah. Don't know how much that made a difference. Maybe.
In the end, I mean, there was really nothing in the back of Thieves Town the first time through, so it didn't. I don't think it made
like there was
a
an Ice Rod and a TR key, like.
There was the Ice Palace small, so
there was an Ice small, but yeah, that did send Jesse to Ice a little bit faster to get the flute. But at the end of the day, I don't think it made a huge difference. Like you said in the race time chat, I think it was mostly you started playing pretty aggressive once you hit Dark World and kind of just didn't get burned by anything.
Yeah.
And GG's in chat for our second finish tonight with a time of 1:47.04. GG's to Jesse, aka Radical Sniper 99,
aka Jesse _RS 99.
Yes.
But yeah, I don't know. I mean, overall, this one was, I think, pretty friendly, all things considered.
It was very forgiving from what I observed.
Like, nothing was super out of the way.
Maybe.
And welcome.
I had to.
Good fight,
you have to go to Catfish. And you have to collect all your keys to get to Dark World, which can easily burn someone.
Yeah, yeah. Also, hello, Jesse. GG.
Hello, GG.
Yeah, GG.
Yeah, I don't know. That was all,
Yeah.
I don't know if there's really a ton to talk about with this one. It was fairly straightforward.
There was tons of divergence between the two, and sometimes one was rewarded, other times the other, and then it turned out to be very forgiving on either side. Of the thing that was delayed was not really punished very much, particularly like Castle Tower or Thieves Town, Turtle Rock.
I mean, Castle Tower is kind of painful, but...
the way I look at it was something like pod, or after you do pod, it's like, do you want to go West Dark World or do you want to do Mountain? It's like, if you do the Mountain, you get the hammer, but was there a ton of benefit to having hammer or not? It didn't seem like it at the time. All it meant for me waiting on mountain was I did spike cave right after that. So like to me I felt good in the moment. Like I went right to myth. But then at the other side of things, it's like, well, if I did this, then maybe this works out a little smoother. Like, because yeah, Turtle Rock had nothing. I like dipping Back of Thieves with one small and the big. And then I was like, oh, I can wait until I get the third small key. It's fine. And then nothing's in the big chest. And you're like, well, I could have just single dipped the back. So
yeah,
it's a tough decision set in this mode.
Mm-hmm. I do feel like if you made the call to, like, if you were able to single dip Castle Tower and then you made the call to go to Mountain and got your hammer and then got your mitts, you probably were pretty far ahead for a while. But
I didn't go to the Mountain after Hook. I was like, Hook,
okay.
The Seed clearly wants me to go to West Dark World. I've got a clearable Skull Woods and whatever else I can do.
Yeah, no, that was I like was about to go to Mountain. I'm like, nah, I should just do the whole world loop instead.
Yeah.
And got like nothing of value. But I'd also not done Catfish until very late, and I was like, I'm gonna do Catfish into 1 key Ice Palace, I guess, because it was either that or 3 key Swamp. I think were my only options left at that point.
I did.
And I was like, oh, okay, well, screw the Catfish.
I did Catfish and Lumberjack before Pod. Because I was like, it won't change the logic of Pod. But I was like, if either one of those is a Pod small and I can up my checks by another 6 or 5 or 6, I'll take it. So,
yeah,
like I realized that it wasn't going to be the Pod small to put more in logic. It was just like, can I get that little extra convenience, that little extra check number?
At that point, I was like, since I had hard last located my Castle Tower key, I was just like, just give me progression. I just want to get out of here. Like, maybe I can skip Catfish and gain some time back. And I ended up delaying it for a while, which I don't think hurt, but maybe.
Yeah, I delayed most of the. I delayed CAC.
Yeah.
I've come to like not touching CAC for a little bit in this mode, so, and today felt right.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the resources are just so sparse in this mode, I feel like, in the early game, that it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I like the Saha to Eastern for this mode. I'm not really for most other key modes, but for this one it feels right. And then the sword out of Link's house was like, well, I've got a weapon. Let's at least check the first 4 of Escape, Uncle, and the map chest and guard. And then I got bombs, so I was like, cool, we'll go to the dam and we'll go to Mini Moldorm. And then I got the mushroom as well there, and I was like, well, we'll turn in the mushroom, we'll do Houlihan, then I'll do dam, Mini Moldorm, Ice Rod, and Dazora. And then I was like, finally, okay, we'll now go to CAC.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. My last 3 checks for logic was race game, library, and bottle vendor, and I was like, this is not good for me. So I started, I wasn't like skipping things until very, very late, but I was just like, I'll do this dungeon and Orphan Thieves Big Chest. I don't care. I'll do this dungeon and Orphan. Like, I don't care. I was playing very aggressively on what my next option would be. Whatever was denser without really.
Did you full clear swamp?
No, I didn't even do the. I got my 6th key out of Swamp Big Chest, and then I said the left side sucks.
Oh,
and I
okay.
left all 3 checks in there.
How many GT keys did you have?
I had 4, so I went full left in GT and over to Ice Armos, and then I skipped Tile Room and I climbed GT.
Wow, okay, because that was 2 small keys left side swamp for GT. Yeah. So I had 6 into GT, and I was like, well, you're full clear in the basement.
Yep.
Yeah, left side swamp, always a mistake.
Well, I haven't learned bomb spooky, and I'm like, I know Telethar can bomb spooky. He's not skipping left side if he can full clear it. No, Telethar today, the risky, aggressive Telethar.
Well, I felt behind, and Swamp was my like I was in GT mode already at that point. I'm like pod big
Yeah.
for go mode. Just like screw it. I had 6 TR smalls. I was just like, all I need is a pod big. I'm gonna go to GT. I'm not messing around with left side Swamp.
Fair enough. Dang.
Yeah, it worked out.
Yeah, I don't know where we were relative to each other at that point, but that's left side Swamp plus right side GT is a decent percentage of the 6 minutes
yeah.
that we had difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think
That combined with like, you didn't double dip the back of thieves, so like those 3 combined, oof. Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff that Telethar didn't do.
I was gonna say, what was your CR?
197.
Oh,
that's not terribly different. I was a
It
208.
doesn't seem as bad, but I think like those 10 checks are a pretty good chunk of time. So.
Yeah, so I went to Meyer and I skipped left side Meyer, like the 2 on left side Meyer.
Oh, I didn't have a key to do left side Meyer.
Okay, I had 5 Meyer.
I had once. Oh, I had one small when I got in, so I was like, well, yep. Where were all the Meyer smalls? Were they in pod?
I couldn't tell you.
I couldn't tell you.
They were scattered.
I only did front 5 of pod. I never went back.
Okay, yeah, no, I went back for pod when I got Eastern big and had more or less nothing left because I didn't have flute. So,
did you do when you did ice? Did you skip conveyor or?
No, I just
or
didn't.
Did you just not have the keys? Oh, one small at the time.
It's because Telethar didn't have the big key when he went to Thieves Town the first time. He didn't get that second small in the back that you did, Jesse. So Telethar put off ice for a little bit longer.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
It's weird how some of these things happen. Like, this mode is too complex to keep track of all the little nuances.
Yeah, like how my route compares to how it could have played out. Yeah, it's way too much. you just gotta play and hope. But yeah. So I skipped left side Meyer, then I skipped I got my 4th desert small in the back of desert, but I decided not to do that. Or desert big chest. And then I skipped left side swamp and pyramid fairy. And then I went through all of TR and GT left side and climbed. Like, it was reasonable. It wasn't like crazy aggressive, but it also was just like, you know, I easily could have gotten burned by any of those like 12 checks that I skipped. That probably is what caught me up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, GG's again to both of you. Telethar, you get to play Gem next round, admin battle. And Jesse, you get to face a much easier opponent in Airy.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, no. Apparently, this tournament doesn't relax ever, so.
Yeah.
Good luck.
You too? There's too many tournaments right now. I've got this, I've got Ice Boy, and now Main Quals.
This is why I got knocked out of all of them, so I didn't have to.
I don't like getting knocked out. That's not fun.
I know.
I want to play people like this and have a good, tough matchup.